and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, movie. Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. Take it. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 45. That's a good and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once. There's some pretty good yardage in this game.
On first down, right back to Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Snap came and won. Now here's Dalton. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with 1.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting 1 on defense. If they keep that effort up, they'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Yeah, he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, there goes a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now Dalton. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run it again with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now to the air, Dalton. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the round is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press in, try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They start the second half with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 25 on second down, Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 1, Dalton got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
That's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hall again on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll run the way down to the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Paul again. And some room to run now. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Down right around the 25. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and 3rd and 8 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. He finds his man Johnson. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Come on, set.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson fires quickly for Davis.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll give to Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Given 2 on the play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. It's do or die for Dalton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 20. So also, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance.